Hey, hello, hi guys. Am I audible and is my screen is visible to you all? I hope
Yeah, yes.
that's great. So before we start, let me introduce myself. Myself Krishna, and I'm working in this domain from past 5 plus years. So I'm currently working with the Infosys and with other companies also as a part-time freelancer. So I have been supported many projects like product based, project based, and service type projects also, and small products also, which are been deployments are going still. So this is a short description about me, and so we are here to learn AWS DevOps. So why we are learning this AWS DevOps? Because this is in trend in the market, and now AWS DevOps is a boom. Why it is boom means, so every enterprise customer are migrating or moving to the AWS, and they are using DevOps methodology. So DevOps is not a technology, it's a cultural method. AWS is a technology. So which technology it is? Cloud technology. On cloud computing technology, we have many cloud service providers. So we were going to be discuss about that only. So I'm going to demonstrate you on every day on AWS DevOps. So with 12 types of tools which are involved into the DevOps and few of the modules in the AWS. So which are real time based. Okay, so which are currently using by the enterprise customers who are deployed their applications into the cloud, and which I am working currently. Okay. So AWS DevOps is a professional thing. So this domain is a very perfect thing to be, you start with your career, because you'll get huge package and with good respect and with good technical knowledge actually. So we'll discuss what is cloud. So what is cloud and why this cloud has invited into the world IT. So why the all customers are moving to the cloud, and why they want to be their application into the cloud and as a production. Okay. So just see this diagram. This diagram is nothing but a network connectivity diagram. Okay. I think all of the people will aware about the data center. So this is a data center connectivity. So this is not totally a blueprint of the data center, just I'm taking as an example. Okay. So this is a data center. So why a customer can create or will maintain a data center? Because his servers and his databases will be assembled at a physical location, and they are working for his application. So it's called data center. So there are few security things also involved. Okay. So networking part like this, servers and databases will be assembled in the physical place where we can see with our eyes. Okay. So in the data centers there are some firewalls, border routers, and there are some switches and routers. Networking part, once he has configured everything, he will release into the internet. Okay. He will release into the internet. So which he will release into the internet? So whatever the application is running here in the server, he will release into the internet. Then the all end users can access that application. Okay. So end users are nothing but you and me who are using mobile phones and laptops or search engines, you can say. Okay. So why this enterprises customer is building a data center to keep his data? Okay. For an example, this data center is located in one of the area in India, or you can take any of the country. Okay. So my application, for an example, I created this data center and I am maintaining this data center. Why I am maintaining? I have an application I have hosted here. Okay. So with some environmental hazards, this building, my data center building, got collapsed. Okay. How can I recover this data? Okay, so there is no chance. My application users are worldwide or India wide. Okay, so if this data center has been collapsed, then I will lose my all users, so I will be totally into the loss. So I need to make a backup of my data center. How can I do that one? Okay, so same like this data center, I can create one more data center. Okay, I can create one more data center. So this actual data center, I will call it as DC, data center, and one more data center which I have created, okay, I'm calling it as DR, disaster recovery. When disaster will happen, it will be secondary thing which can be recovered. Okay, these two data centers, I will connect each other. How I will connect? I will connect through internet service provider. From internet service provider. Who are the internet service providers in India? Airtel. Okay, in India, Airtel, Jio, and BSNL, Tata. So these are the IS Vodafone internet service provider. From the worldwide, we have AT&T, Tata, Verizon. Okay, these vendors are internet service providers who are giving internet connectivity to the country to country, not to state, country to country. Okay, so they will establish their network by using this kind of towers and some switching concepts. Okay, so there will be some LTE UBR routers will be there, and some, okay, and some towers they will maintain wirelessly. Okay, and interconnectively they will connect underground. Okay, so if my data center is here, okay, from 100 kilometers I will maintain one more data center. So this is DR and this is DC. Okay, so 100 kilometers, so I take a one internet service provider. So for an example, I took Jio or I took AT&T. Okay, so with that AT&T network I have connected my two data centers. If something was happen, if earthquake was happen here, so earthquake will not happen 100 kilometers, right? It's not mandatory to happen 100 kilometers earthquake. It may happen in 5 km, it may happen in 10 km. Okay, it will hardly happen in 50 km. Okay, if my data center got collapsed by a disaster, automatically this data will be switched here. So all my end users will be access the application from my DR. Okay, so this is a data center replica network. So by using this ISPs, and I'm a customer, so I have an application, and now I'm maintaining this data center and disaster recovery. So it is very headache thing to me. Okay, so if something was happen, I have to switch to the DR. Okay, if DR also got affected, I need to create one more. I have to put the same server, same databases in one more data center. So this kind of connectivity nowadays still following by all bank sectors. All bankings are using this connectivity only still. Okay, so all over the India, bankings are having data centers. In every state they are having like approximately 10 data centers. Okay, so for an example, this corona situation is very good to release my application into the market, like something home delivery application I want to release into the market, that will earns me more profit. So in order to develop my application, I have to create these data centers. I have to maintain, okay, many things. I have to take care about the many things. I have to hire the skilled engineers. Okay, I have to buy the servers. I have to buy the licensed operating systems. So I have to hire the developers. Okay, So then whatever the changes it may go, I have to test it and then I have to release into the internet. So it will take 1 year of time, okay, or more. I am not guarantee that. So after 1 year my corona situation will go off, okay, everything will be settled, then no use of releasing my application into the market, right? So now current situation, I need to release my application. So how can I go for that? So I need a network, a data centers which is already ready made. Okay, so it's same like a how we are going to the mall and we are going to buy a shirt with our measurements which is already ready made. Okay, so I need a data centers and networks which is already ready made. So that is cloud computing. So that is cloud computing. Whatever the physical components are assembling into the physical place, okay, so we are accessing virtually by sitting in our homes. So we can do everything and we can create a servers applications by using our mouse. Okay, so how this cloud computing will work? Okay, so Amazon has created 23 data centers over the world. Okay, we are calling it as a regions. Okay, so for an example, I'm drawing 2-3 boxes. Every region has been interconnected with the ISPs, Internet Service Provider, every country to country. Okay, so every data center is connected. These all data centers interconnected and they are connected to a common point. Okay, this is a common point. So this common point we are calling it as a managed console. We are calling it as a managed console. So by logging into this managed console, okay, we can create servers, virtual desktops, software platforms, applications and storages like databases and storage accounts. We can create whatever we want to create in the physical data centers. So in the physical data centers, those are devices, but here we are calling it as a resources. For an example, I want to create a server. Okay, so this server, as per it is your wish that where you want to be create. You want to create in this data center or in this data center or in this data center. You can create the server. Okay, according to your hardware and configurations requirement, you can create a server. So this is called a resource. You are creating this as a resource, and now you are doing all things are virtually. All things are you are doing virtually. So that is cloud computing. The one thing you need only internet connection. One thing you need only internet connection. So in this cloud, so there is a concept pay as you go. In all three clouds, there is a pay as you go concept is there. So what is that pay as you go concept? If I need a server for 1 hour, okay, so I can create a server for 1 hour and I can use it. I can pay for only 1 hour. Okay, pay as you go. Pay as you go. So how much you are using, only for that only you have to pay. So that is pay as you go concept. Okay, now in the market we have Amazon, Microsoft, Google Cloud Platform, DigitalOcean, IBM Cloud, Red Hat, Oracle, Alibaba, Tencent, Linode. Like that we have 23 cloud service providers in the market. But why Microsoft, AWS and Google are in the top? Okay, other cloud service providers CSP who are providing the service on the cloud is called cloud service providers. Cloud service providers. So Microsoft, Amazon, Google are having a three modules. Okay. So what are they? Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Where we can compare with other cloud service providers, they are only providing a few services which are not available in these three cloud service providers. They are at very low level. Okay, they are only providing the infrastructure only. They even not providing uh, service as a software, SaaS, and platform as a service. Okay, so let me show you the three modules. So these are the infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. These three are the models present in AWS, Azure, and the Google. Okay, and why we are choosing only AWS? Why not the Microsoft Azure and why not Google? Because previously, so in the market right now we have large scale industries, intermediate industries, and small scale industries. Okay, so Microsoft is only supposed to give the services to the large and intermediate. Okay, and Amazon is giving to three. Okay, large and intermediate and small. They are giving services to all three kind of small industries, scale industries, and even Google also giving to all three scale industries. And why only Amazon? Now in nowadays Microsoft also came into the market that they are also giving services to small scale industries in the premium version. They are also giving to the large, intermediate, and small. So the cost is comparing the cost between these three cloud service providers. We're comparing to the Amazon. It is very comfortable zone, you can say. Sorry, my power cut happened. Hello. Am I audible to you all?
Yeah, yeah, Krishna.
Yeah, sorry guys, power cut happened at my end, so even the fiber also will not work, fiber internet. Sorry for the inconvenience. Is my screen visible?
So, no, it's not visible.
Now?
No, Krishna.
Now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. So, even let me continue from yeah. Even Google also providing the services to all large and intermediate small scale industries. But again, why we are choosing only AWS? Okay, so as comparing via cost, okay, so cost is very comfortable and very the small scale industries also can affordable and intermediate and large scale. We're going with the Microsoft is having a total premium things. Okay, if you want to be use the services, you have to go with the premium. Okay, so in the Amazon you can go with the open source also. Okay, but where is coming to the Google will charge you per minute. Okay, Google is having a very high speed services, but they are charging more comparing to the AWS and the Microsoft. So even Microsoft is a premium one. So that's why all the customers, okay, according to their budgets, is AWS is best as per the speed, scalability and accurate, and the service is also good, and they are a very good level comparing to the Microsoft and the Google. Okay, AWS is having 23 regions over the world. Microsoft is having 52 regions over the world. Google is having 29 regions over the world. So even Amazon is having a lesser, but still it is faster. It is faster than these two clouds. So their connectivity is like that. So even few more regions will going to add like 6 plus more, and here also 6 and here 8. Okay, so I'm not telling the Amazon is better. So there is a company who do every 3 months in a year analysis on these cloud service providers, every vendor in IT. Okay, so Gartner Magic. Okay, Gartner Magic Quadrant Cloud Providers 2022. If you search like this, see, you can go with the images. Okay, so you will be open to the direct to the site, or you can click on this site also. Okay, so I want to show you. So site open, official site. Scroll down. Read Gartner report. Okay, here you can see AWS Web Services, Amazon Web Services is in the top, then Microsoft, then Google, then Alibaba, Oracle, Tencent, and IBM. You can see the leader is Amazon.
Uh, Sorry, Krishna, your voice is cutting off.
So actually, internet issues is
Hello.
there. Hello,
Yeah,
am I
your voice
audible?
is cutting off.
Am I audible right now?
Yeah, but it's yeah, you can carry on. Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, or because the power is not yet restored still. I'm using mobile hotspot. You may face some internet issues. Okay. Just so I will cover this part tomorrow also. Once again, don't worry about it. So you can see the flow diagram. So analysis diagram. The Amazon in the top. Amazon in the top. He is a leader. Okay, you can also open and you can read an official report from the Gartner Magic. So Gartner Magic, the company, they will do analysis on all the vendors and they will write it in their report what are their strengths and advantages, disadvantages, and comparison between one cloud to another cloud. You can see Alibaba cloud, okay, cautions, Amazon Web Services, strength, cautions, everything they will write down here. IBM cloud, Microsoft, Oracle, okay, Tencent cloud. So like this. So about every cloud they will write here. You can also refer and study this report. Okay, so what are the advantages by using AWS cloud? Okay, enhanced data security, scalability is more, cost management is very improved, and it is very comfortable to the all scale of industries, and mobility is good, so wherever you are in the world you can access simply. Operational efficiency, you may increase efficiency of your products on the cloud. Okay, response agility, so if something was happen, so you can AWS will be, the response is very good from the AWS. And productivity improvement. Okay, so the new products are introducing into the AWS, and that is also useful to all of your automation things. So my power is back. Let me connect to my meanwhile. So these are the models are present in the cloud. Okay, IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. So what is mean by infrastructure as a service? Okay, so we have spoken about data centers, right? So the data centers, whatever we are creating the physical devices, so same things we can create in the cloud. So the structure like a data center structure, me allow somebody. Okay, so we can create a data center structure, the same structure we can create on the cloud. It is called infrastructure. So that is infrastructure as a service. And what is mean by platform as a service? platform as a service is nothing but you can use a cloud platform for your requirements. Okay, for an example, to host your application you need only one server. Okay, or to keep some data in the cloud you need only one database. Okay, you can go with that resource. You have no need of to create all the infra like routing tables, VPCs, everything. Okay, just you can go to the use that. And software as a service means our DevOps is coming to the software as a service. Software as a service. Why the all customers are moving? See, these many headaches are there to maintain the data center. So that's why all customers are migrating to the cloud. Why they are migrating? They are migrating because they want to host their application in the cloud, right? They want to host their application in the cloud. So every day, so not every day users will be increased, and every month or every 2 months there will be a changes in the all application visualization and some new options, new products they will integrate into their application. Okay, so how they will do? When developer developed any code, okay, with that code they will be integrate here. If the developers develop the thing, then they will be integrate into the this application. So how this integration will go? This integration will go with some services. Okay, those services we are calling under module of software as a service. So that is a DevOps method. So application is in the platform as a service and our infrastructure as a service, and we are by using software as a service we are doing some automation to apply this developer modifications into the application. I will give you a best example for this, but before that let me cover DevOps. Now up to now we have learnt about the cloud computing and why we have chosen AWS only. I'm not I'm not telling you that so AWS is a good one. Okay, so there is a company who are all enterprise customers are dependent on that. Okay, they on their report. Even I have shown you that also. Even you can also go with that. So coming to the DevOps. Okay. DevOps means development and operational. The combination of development and operational. Just see this logo. This logo is infinity. The symbol is infinity, right? In our childhood while we are studying or maths and all, so we'll see this we have seen this logo, infinity logo. And why they have given this logo to DevOps? Okay, so there are some stages. Okay, DevOps life cycle stages. What are they? Plan, code, build, test, release, deploy, operate, monitor. Okay, so why they have assembled like this? Even we can assemble like this state, right? State, but why they have assembled like this? Okay, so let me tell you, we before the DevOps we have waterfall model. Okay, waterfall model. These are the steps. Okay, our home steps you can say. Okay, these are some steps which is from low to high. Okay, if I pour some water here, okay, this water will come like this, right? Downstairs, it will come downstairs. So every step is a build. Okay, this is plan, this is code, this is build. Okay, this is release, this is deploy. Okay, like this every stage, the DevOps life cycle stages. Okay, so in this waterfall model, if I poured water on the stages, this water is nothing but developer code. Okay, if water is coming downstairs at some step, okay, at this step, build step, I did cut. Okay, so I made a cut of this water flow. What this water will do, this rest of the water will come downstairs only, so it will not come up, right? So this water will be stopped here only. If I did one abstract here, the water will be collect here only, and the vent of water will not reuse again at that stage. Okay, so this is the best example. So that's why the method also called as a waterfall method. Waterfall method. So if developer has planned and he did code, then he went for the build, and at release step the code was failed, so he cannot reuse that code to modify. So that is a big disadvantage in the waterfall. And after this waterfall, there is a one more method that is called agile method. Okay, so let me draw. So this is one. Okay, plan, code, build. Okay, so then after environments, and then after production. Okay, this agile method is plan, okay, code, build, and these are the iterations: it1, it2, it3. So what is this agile? Still we are dependent on agile process. Few of the projects still are dependent on agile. Okay, this agile beauty is we are doing iterations. This iteration is nothing but we are doing a pieces of work. Okay, after plan, code, there is no abstract will happen between this plan, code, while it is going to the build. Okay, we can build with separate, or we can we can divide as a different pieces, and we can go for the build. Okay, so and after this build, all three has got successful, and we can integrate at one point, so that is deployment. Okay, and we can call it as also delivery. So by this agile process, okay, the output is very good in a very short life cycle. Okay, so we are achieved a good output, okay, with this agile process. But the disadvantage by using this agile process is more of manual approachment is there. We have to involve manual approaches more than the DevOps. And now coming to the DevOps. Okay, DevOps logo is like this, right? Like this: plan, code, build, release, deploy, operate, monitor. Okay, so why I am telling this? So let me take you to the one presentation. It's like, yeah, so this is my AWS cloud. Okay, this is nothing but platform, infra platform as a service, or IaaS. On the IaaS, platform as a service will be built. Okay, now this is in the software as a service. Okay, on my cloud I have hosted a application which is already crossed these stages. Okay, for to host this application, developer will already plans, and they will code, build, test, deploy, release, deploy, operate, monitor. Then only I can able to host my application in the AWS cloud. Okay, now I am hosted. Okay, very good. But now after 2 months or after 3 months, okay, so the client is asking, and the client is planned a new product or the new option they want to be implement here in the application. Okay, here in the application. So for this they will plan here the code, developer will plan and they will develop and they will do code. Okay, they will do code. So let me go like this, and they will build. Okay, and they will test. Okay, after all testings are okay, so they will again go for the release. Okay, they will deploy. After deploy they will operate. After operate they will monitor. Okay, monitor is okay. From the code to the plan, code, build, test, release, deploy, operate, monitor. Okay, by doing some monitors, okay, the monitoring team has got some bugs in the application. Okay, which this option will lead to the some errors. Okay, there are some bugs are found by the monitoring team into the application, or that bugs also may be found in some other testing team also. Okay. For an example I'm taking, once the bugs got caughted, okay, the feedback will go to the developers. Okay, the feedback will go to the developers. So again developer, what they will do, they will again plan, code, build, test, operate, and again the feedback will come, and again they will do plan, test, release, deploy, operate, monitor, and again feedback will come, and there is a new requirement. अरे यार, overcut happened. Okay, okay, they will do this cycle, developing and operational, developing and operational, development plus operational. So when they are doing, every month you will get an update from your Play Store, that update your WhatsApp, update your Netflix, update your Zepto application, or update your any other application. Okay, so they will follow a version also, like 52 1.0, like this V. Whenever you are downloading, just observe this a version from your last application which is deployed into which is installed in your phone, and also observe the version which you are updating. After update, you will able to see the number change. Okay, we will discuss what is this release also, and why they are naming the version like this, 52 1.0, like this. So this is DevOps. So the combination of cloud, we are hosting an application on the cloud, the combination of cloud plus we are doing software as a service with some tools, DevOps tools. So that's why cloud DevOps, the cloud is AWS DevOps. Okay, we are going to cover 11 to 12 tools in the DevOps. Those are GitLab, Maven, Jenkins, Sonar, Nexus, Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, and Terraform. So in the AWS, we are going to cover the modules which are they are all the enterprise customer using for their projects. Okay, like VPCs, subnets, and more. Is this my internet is not connected, yaar. Sorry guys, I don't know why it is happening today. Heavy rain is going on at my end, that's why. Yeah, is everything is clear to all of you, or do you have any doubts? Please let me know. If you have missed anything that where I'm talking because of some internet connections, ask me, I will again tell you. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, Krishna.
Yeah. Do you have any confusions or doubts, queries? Please let me know. If you have not heard anything because of some internet connections at my end, so I will tell you one more time. Is this clear to all of you that did you understand what is cloud and what is DevOps and why we are using this too?
Yeah.
Perfect. So from tomorrow we are going to be start the resources, okay, how we can create in the AWS and what are they and how to do the practicals in it, okay, the theory part and the lab part also. So in this domain, an average, if you are holding 4 years or 5 years of experience, you can demand up to 15 lakhs. So this method and this domain is not going to end because all the customers are moving to the cloud only. They are moving and they need DevOps engineer. The lack of DevOps engineer right now is more in the world, okay, because of they are all doing sunset of data centers and they are sunrising to the cloud, their application they are migrating. So this period is called migration period, okay, now transition or migration period. So 3 years it will go. After 3 years all the customers will be use only cloud. So that's why DevOps engineers are very lack of DevOps engineers are very huge in the world, and now they are fulfilling it by hiring more. So this is the right time to hire. Few people are ready and learned it more and just show your skill and you will be into the domain and you will get a good respect and good knowledge and a good work culture also.
Sir, at the end of the, as we are going with the experience, fake experience, at the end of the course, when we join any firm, with the experience, we can able to solve by this course. We can able to sustain there. It helps
So
because
you mean to ask you have experience in some another domain and you're putting it as
yes,
and you're showing it as a I have a DevOps experience. Will I
oh yeah,
after this end of the course will I able to survive in a company by our course knowledge or not? Right?
yes, yeah, you are right.
Yes. So yes, sure. Why? Because 3 years or 4 years, the person how much knowledge he will be going to have. So that kind of knowledge I'm going to share in this course. Because so here I'm going to teach you on the real time based only. Even I will show you by doing some code and one application I will host you and I will show you also. So then after we are taking a code and we are doing automation on that code only, and I will show you the project also. Meanwhile
Okay, sir.
I will tell you every tool why it is needed and why and what challenge we will face. If we face, how we can solve it. So this kind of technical aspects I'm going to cover in this course. So don't worry about it, you will be going to sustain. So everyone,
Any
yeah,
sir,
yeah,
any real time projects?
yeah, sure. I'm showing you. So the projects also I will show you the projects once we done with the resource creations and why it need. So until and unless if you're not knowing about the resource and why it used, you will not understand
Hmm.
the project, right? So once we see the resources, services, what are they, why we are creating it, then by using
Hmm.
those resources we will create a project. Then you will came to know, yes, to do or to maintain or to build a project I need these prerequisites and these resources and these services,
Okay,
okay.
sir. Understood.
So in this flow I will take you all of you. Don't worry about the course, you will get a good knowledge on this. But my best suggestion is for you all, just follow the material what I am giving to you and mostly the interviewer going to ask the questions from our material only.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Sir, duration of the course?
so it is 45 hours, 40 to 45
45 days.
hours. Yes, 40 to 45 hours. So mostly.
Okay, sir. Fine. Okay, sir. Thank you.
In this course, you will cover day-to-day activity like ticketing, which type daily task for DevOps engineer.
Yes, I will tell you the activities while we are going with any tool. On this tool, what type of activities you will do in a day, and with another tool, I will tell you what type of activities you will do in a day. After the completion of course, also, I will tell you by this project wise also. By project wise, what will be the daily challenges and day-to-day activities also.
Any project we can mention our CV also, which cover in sessions.
No, 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 don't keep it like so. You can just keep any of the project that I have worked, and but when you are going to the interview and you just while you are explaining, just remember what you have learnt in our course and just deliver to him the same thing. No problem in it.
DevOps is same for Azure and Azure or AWS. Yeah, different.
It's a different thing. Workflow is the same, but the method what we are following is a different. Okay, so in the Azure, totally it is premium one, which already some of the services are developed inside the Azure. We're coming to the AWS. There are few services, okay, we can use, but AWS, by using AWS we can call all the enterprise or open source tools. For an example, for the CI/CD purpose, we use Jenkins, and we use Azure DevOps. Okay, so we use GitLab CI/CD also. These three are the competitors in the market. Okay, the workflow is same, but the tools are different. So different, there is a lot of difference between the Azure DevOps and the AWS DevOps. So AWS DevOps you are doing by the tools, and in the Azure DevOps the CI/CD process you are doing with the Azure developed services only. So that's why it is a premium one.
Okay.
మనకి ఏ టూల్స్ కవర్ అవుతాయి కొంచెం చెప్పగలరా? అవి మనకి ఇప్పుడు కోడ్ బిల్డ్ కి టెస్ట్ ఇప్పుడు మన కోర్స్ కంటెంట్ లో వచ్చే వాట్ విల్ టాపిక్స్ విల్ కవర్ యూ?
So I'm going to cover in this in this course the tools I have already told you. GitHub, GitLab, I'll show you the difference between GitHub and GitLab also, and why the GitHub is not using and why the GitLab is using. Okay, and then after Maven, okay, why it is used and where we'll use. Okay, and the Jenkins, so the tool for the CI/CD. Then after Sonar, Nexus, Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, and Terraform. Okay, these are the tools we are going to cover in the DevOps.
So timings daily 6 o'clock only, sir, or
Yes.
any other time?
6 to
Daily
7,
6.
6 p.m. to 7 p.m. IST.
Okay, sir.
If you people are sitting in
And
any
all
other
AWS
USA,
topics is there.
sorry,
Sir, for a fresher, there are jobs, sir, in market because to enter as a fresher in this domain, there are openings.
yeah, there are some openings on the freshers also. So who will be accept? L3 companies will also hire the freshers because they will train and they will keep you in the project. And one more thing, mostly startup companies and intermediate companies will be hire you freshers if you show some knowledge on the DevOps, like you did some internship. Okay, so if you show that and you have performed very well in the interview, then they will hire you and they will only teach you. If you are hired in the startup companies and you are the luckiest person, you will learn more technical.
As a fresher, it is good, but with experience means it is difficult.
With experience
Okay.
also no problem. With experience also, if you're hired, just you have to manage yourself that I have this kind of experience. See, every project is not same in the all industries. Okay, there will be a lot of difference between the project to project. Okay, when you are hiring into the one project, you are a fresher there only. even you have experience also. Where it comes to the experiences comes to how you are managing with the people, okay, and how you are understanding the workflow, and how you are performing with a short time. So that is experience actually.
Thank you.